All right, so this is the final part. We've done all the work leading up to this. As you can see, I have a blank session now, and I'm going to show you guys how to take the songs that we've saved into the browser, load them into our session from the browser, and kind of show you what it looks like when that happens. So the first thing is, remember how we expanded these groups when we saved? You're gonna wanna expand them when we're loading as well. For some reason, Ableton just doesn't like when there's groups that are closed. It wants to be able to, put all the clips in the right place. I don't know, I guess, whatever. So the first thing, let's bring in the song that we just did, I Belong to Jesus. And so you're just gonna navigate to that song sessions folder, find the song you want, drag it from the browser into the master channel, and it's gonna let you kind of choose which scene to put it in. So I'm gonna stick it right here. And there it is. All of our scenes are still colored, they're still labeled, all of our clips are right there. The ones that we don't want are already deactivated. And then just for example, I'm gonna pull in another song, My King Forever, also on Homecoming. Same thing, just pop it right below this one. Boom. So as you can see for this one, I made some patch changes as well, which is not a part of the series, but you should check out Nick Staley's template and series. It's a very similar thing, but basically I'm doing the same thing. So as the song goes along,
1, 2,
my different patches
1,
are
2,
automatically
3,
being
4, 5, 6.
Triggered. And so that would be something that if that's something you wanted to do before you save the song, you're just gonna have to, it usually takes me maybe 10 or 15 minutes to kind of put in each of those patch changes, set up the follow actions, all that. And then you'll select, once you've done all of that, you select all of your scenes, drag them over to the browser, and it will save everything that you've done within that. And then just for the heck of it, let's pull in one more. What a Beautiful Name, over into the master. Boom, same, it has some patch changes for me. But as you can see, because we've already deactivated clips that we know we don't want, it's super fast. And so now we have all of our songs for this, pretend church set. And then I'm just gonna close these groups, close the browser. And so this is kind of what a normal like church session looks like for me. I guess I could have colored these cues, oh well. And then really quickly, I'm just gonna talk about what it looks like if your worship leader wants to make an arrangement change or change the key. What's the fastest way to do that? So we've already imported all of these. So let's say instead of A for I Belong to Jesus, they wanna do it in the key of B. The fastest way is just to select all of my melodic tracks, which I know are in this group right here. So I don't have to worry about warping any tracks I don't want to. I know exactly what's already in this group. So I'm just gonna select that group, select all those tracks, open the clip toolbox. And then as you can see, I've got a couple different warp modes because earlier we selected complex for all the instruments and complex pro for the vocals. I'm gonna turn on high quality since we're changing the key, might as well go ahead and do that. And then let's bump it up 2 semitones to B. I'm just gonna change it over here just so I, remember. And now it sounds like this.
Intro.
It's up, 2 semitones. We can do the same thing with My King Forever. Let's take My King Forever like down maybe. And I'll kind of just demonstrate that as well. So just highlighting those melodic tracks. And then let's take it down. I'm gonna turn on high quality. Let's take it down, 5 semitones. And so it's gonna sound really wonky and we can maybe adjust some of the settings to make it sound a bit more realistic. Doesn't sound too bad to start. With vocals, let's see, let's listen to this big chorus. We can maybe mess with the envelope a little bit. So it sounds really like gritty when it's high, so I like to lower it a little bit. Sounds a bit more realistic. The acoustic sounds weird, so let's maybe try Complex Pro on that. I don't know. That when you're changing the key a lot, you might just want to like mute the acoustic. But that's how I kind of like change keys. If it's a bigger key change, kind of getting in there and tweaking some of those warp settings is really helpful. And then lastly, I'm just going to talk about, let's say in I Belong to Jesus, the worship leader wants to do 2 big bridges at the end instead of just one. It's super easy because we're using follow actions. All we have to do is select the scene that we want, 2 of, and just duplicate it. So now at the end of our original bridge, it's just going to play the next set of clips, which is that bridge again. The only thing that we have to change is the cue, because normally at the end of this bridge, it's cueing us to go into a low chorus, right? Which sounds like this. Sounds like this. Oops. Come on.
All in.
Or a big chorus or whatever. Basically, you're just going to change whatever cue you had at the end and you're, duplicating a scene. We'll just tell it to, we'll just delete those cues and put in a bridge cue. So now it sounds like. So for watching this, originally when it gets to this this cue note right here, it would have normally said, chorus all in. But because we want to duplicate that bridge, we just change those notes and now it's going to say bridge again.
Bridge.
And then it's automatically. So we would just want to maybe edit some of those vocal tracks because they have that pickup line, but just wanted to show an example of what it looks like to duplicate a scene. Makes it really easy. All you have to do is change those cues. So I'm gonna just delete that, go back to our normal. So that's how I set up tracks, individual songs and stuff when I'm playing keys and wanting to run tracks live. It is a little bit of work on the front end, but it's worth it because once you do it, you only have to do it once. That song is saved in the browser and you can just use it however many times you want, just drag it into your template session. So thanks so much for watching. See you next time.